Hi, this is Bruce and his bees. How you doing? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about a bee vacuum. All right. Now, what in the world's a bee vacuum? It is, like it sounds like, it is a vacuum used to suck up bees. As people find out that you're a beekeeper, people are going to call you. They're going to say, "Oh, I've got a bee swarm in my tree. They're in my house. They're going in and out of the soffit in the wall and in a hole there." And they ask for your help, and you come out and you take those bees home with you. So to use a bee vac, to have a bee vacuum, there's real expensive commercial ones, 350 some bucks, you know, and they're beautiful, they work well. But this is what I use, okay? Now, I wish I could say that I designed this, because I didn't. My friend DC from DC's Gadgets actually designed this. Now, the heart of this bee vacuum unit, it's very light, is a Buckethead. Buckethead is a little shop vacuum, wet and dry shop vac, that's sold by Home Depot. It costs about $25. Okay, and this unit here should be a filter on it. Mine's off, but this unit here goes on top of a bucket. Now, as I said, I hadn't had a bee vacuum until now. Last year and before, I used to borrow one from either DC or one of the other people in the club. Now, this has evolved some. The old bee vacuum we were using, it also had a vacuum cleaner head like this, but there was a wire mesh canister inside the bucket. It limited you on how many bees you could suck up, but it worked well. This design here, okay, it's several pieces. Let me take that part apart. So this is the capture bucket here, okay? So when you're vacuuming, the suction that is created from this bucket head, it'll pressurize, or negative pressurize this bucket here, and it causes pressure in here that'll suck the bees through this hose. Now, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but right on the bottom here, there's holes. The holes are too small for the bees to come out, but there's a whole bunch of holes drilled in here. And about the bottom 3 inches of the bucket all the way around is a series of holes, okay? So when the two pieces of this are together, okay, so the holes are up here, and just these two together is enough to make enough of a seal. Now, what I've also done is on the bottom of the capture bucket, I drilled a hole and I put in number 8 hardware cloth, and I've got this little flap here to act as kind of a regulator. Okay. Okay, so to use this thing, what will happen, let me turn it this way. Okay. The other features of this, the hose, we just stuck a little piece of PVC pipe here and then attached another PVC pipe piece here, okay? So to use this, suppose there is a cavity, I need to make a removal, there's a whole bunch of bees and I need to suck them up. I turn it on. Sorry, this is loud. Now, there's not much suction here. It's just a little bit. But just that little bit is enough to suck in the bees gently and put them in here. Okay, so I've done my work. I've sucked up a whole bunch of bees. Now I've got like 5-6 pounds of bees in here. I simply separate the parts. The bungee cord's getting in my way. Okay, now I've got all my bees in here, so I can open up this little air vent here. They also have all these down in here. Excuse me. Another thing I should have mentioned is, while the two pieces are still connected, and I've got the vacuum running. What I should do is right over here, I've got this piece hanging. It wants to work me here. Okay. You see this piece? Now this is just a normal little PVC plug, and I've drilled some holes on the end for more ventilation. So while the vacuum's running, there's still suction going here. I can pull off the hose. The bees can't come out because it's still suction here. And I'll put this on. Okay, and then when I separate the two pieces, now I have all the bees in here. So now I'm able to bring them home, put them in my car, go home with them. And when I'm home, I'll have a hive prepared, and I'll just give them a thump like that. And then, this is tight, I can take off the top and dump all these bees into the bucket I've got prepared, and good to go. I've captured a bunch of bees. Now you say, oh, but Bruce, what if you're far out there in the country somewhere and you can't reach it with your extension cord? It's too far. You know what you can do? This little power inverter here, this is 750 watt power inverter. I bought it at home at where'd I buy it? At Harbor Freight Tools. It was around $30, and I can clamp this on my positive and negative leads on my car battery, and this will run my Buckethead just fine. So you can use this thing. So this is my bee vac. This is how I'm going to be catching bees this summer. I urge you to consider making something like this yourself. There's nothing to build in it. It's just a couple of buckets. Buckets are like $3 a piece. The Buckethead, $25. The power inverter, another $30. Pretty cheap, but very effective. All right, this is Bruce and his bees. I'm out. See ya. So I hung this little nuke box in a tree, and the bees are using it. They're active. I see a bunch of ants walking around on the outside. They're going to have to kick out. But you see them going in and out the door. But when I come around to the back, they're clustering up on the back of the box. Now there's an air vent back there, but I don't think they can get in and out on that side. I don't know what these guys are doing. Crazy bees.